It's the late 1920s, and you're one of the most notorious gangsters in U.S. history. So strolling down to the local dealership and ordering a car off of the sales floor is probably not a real great option if you're Al Capone. Your car's definitely going to need to make a statement about you, and also it's going to need to be a bit of a utility vehicle so that it can do the things that you're going to need it to do. That would be crime and get away. So, those two things, pretty important. Now, Al Capone, being a man of wealth and rather picky tastes, went with the 1928 Cadillac 341A town car. But not just any town car, no, he took that car and he had it retrofitted with anything that would give him an advantage over his opponents. This car was so theoretically safe that even a president or diplomat would feel right at home sitting inside. First off, the car was retrofitted with about 3,000 pounds of armor plating and bulletproof glass. The engines in the Cadillacs were already some of the best performing and high performance engines available at the time. This sneaky son of a bitch actually put a police siren in the car to make sure that when he was trying to get away, he could kick that siren on and get everybody in the road out of his way. Radio dispatch for police departments was also a very new technology at the time. Well, he had to have one of those because he needed to know exactly where the coppers were. Their car was also retrofitted with a fold-down rear window, which allowed his, goons to express a rather dissatisfaction in the police following behind them. After Al Capone was relieved of the need for the car was sold off to a traveling circus which used it as an exhibit. Once interest started waning for the car, the circus ended up selling it to an amusement park in England called the Southend Sea Amusement Park. There it ended up being an exhibit at the Blackpool Fun Fair. And it didn't last long there. It ended up being moved over to the Bellevue Zoological Garden. But its time overseas wouldn't last long. Eventually it was sold to the Niagara Falls Antique Auto Museum. In the mid-1960s, it made its way over to the Cars of the Great Museum, where it was put on display. A museum in Niagara Falls on the Ontario side. And if you're interested in purchasing this caddy, you're more than welcome to. It's actually listed on Celebrity Cars. And it'll only cost you about $1 million, about 25 times what the car was originally valued at, which was about $40,000.